we are not seven with you.
Hello everyone! In this video I will complete my analysis of the beautiful BTS's song Blue and Grey, with the analysis of the outro and some final considerations. If you have missed my previous videos, please check them out on my channel to have a more complete analysis of the song. So, let's start! The outro, sung only by the voice of Tae-hyung, appears after a few seconds of all instrumental music, in which the sound of the heartbeat resurfaces. A comfort that, although not always felt, has left its impact on the whole song. This sound seems to suggest that, while each of us experiences difficult moments, our heart will continue to beat, and we will continue to feel emotions, pleasant or unpleasant they may be. In the first line, the singer reveals a detail that certainly cannot be overshadowed. He secretly takes back the words he has just sung upwards in the air. It is a reference to another Tae-hyung's song, Scenery, where the boy expresses this concept of collecting words, moments, and emotions.
꽃들이 가득한 거리에 오늘도 그대를 보내요 내 안에 담겨질까요?
We could ask ourselves if the listener he previously addressed to is real or just a figment of the protagonist's imagination. But there is a third option. The listener is there, but not next to him. A loved one who lives far away or who no longer lives, but who is, spiritually, always close to him. We don't know who this person is, but that gesture, that desire to address words to the sky, brings to mind, especially that of long-time fans, a particular image. On the 3rd of September 2016, Tae-hyung's grandmother, who had cared for him for nearly 14 years, passed away. The singer was very close to her, so much so that in several concerts, after finishing some songs, he sent a kiss to the sky with his hand. This sending the words upwards seems to recall this gesture, giving the idea, but it is only a guess, that the listener is really his grandmother. Let's remember that at the beginning of the song, he was wondering, "Where is my angel?" Not only that, during his interview with Suga, part of the Behind Full Story interview series, Tae-hyung revealed that he believes in an angel and that every time he thinks about something or has to make a decision, he thinks about this creature who, he hopes, can listen to his feelings. In the song, however, he says that the angel was not listening to him, which is why he asked, "Where is my angel?"
제가 항상 이제 천사님을 믿잖아요. 제가 그 천사님을 믿을 때 이제 가이드로 썼을 때 이렇게 한번 흥얼거려야겠다 해서 이제 맨 처음에 흥얼거릴 때 Where is my angel이라는 그거를 했어요. 근데 이 문장이 좋더라고요. 그냥 그냥 제가 항상 고민이거나 무언가를 결정을 내려야 할 때 그냥 천사님이라는 그런 그냥 가상의 인물을 하나 생각을 하고 그냥 눈 감고 생각을 하는데 그거를 지금 제 감정에 대해서 지금 나는 뭔가 이 사람이 빨리 들어줘야 될 텐데 내 감정을 안 들어주셔서 Where's my angel? 이라고 했는데 그게 뭔가 기분이 좋더라고요.
Meanwhile, the night, mentioned in the intro, comes to an end. It is dawn, and the singer, after reflecting on his condition and sending his words upwards, is falling asleep. This is not surprising, except for the fact that, despite being dawn, he wishes good night. It is Tae-hyung himself who explains why in an interview with Weverse Magazine. I don't really sleep well. I toss and turn and get caught up in a lot of thoughts. Even when I turn out all the lights, I can see everything clearly. I close my eyes, but all my thoughts spread wide open. Then I'm sleepy at work and staring off into space when I'm alone, with bags under my eyes. But if I want to avoid that, then I really have to sleep. Except with the way I am, it doesn't allow for it. I wrote about that in the first and second verses, a feeling like when I'm stuck thinking like this, everything is grey and I'm all blue. I wrote these feelings out as a song, and now that I'm thinking about it again, I'm actually over it. I feel a lot lighter. I sent my words out into the air, and now I fall asleep at dawn. You're supposed to sleep at night, but I'm sleeping in the morning again. So I say good night, but it's not actually a good night. I pass out because I'm exhausted, kind of thing. It's the emotions I felt in those moments that I wanted to express. The reference to sleepless nights spent reflecting and thinking also emerges in other songs. Among these, Hug Me, a cover by V and J-Hope of the homonymous song by Chunil Chong, published on the 1st of June 2015.
서러운 마음을 못 이겨 잠 못 들던 어두운 밤을 또 견디고 내 절망과 상관없이 무심하게 또 아침은 날 깨우네
And Stay Gold. Moreover, in the song 4 O'Clock, composed and sung by RM and Tae-hyung, Tae-hyung reflects on the comforting blue of the moonlight. The song opens with the following lines.
어느 날 다르게 길고 긴 편지를 썼어
And ends at dawn when V falls asleep with the blue disappearing and the red sun rising.
깊은 밤을 따라서 너의 노랫소리가 한 걸음씩 두 걸음씩 붉은 아침을 데려와 새벽은 지나가고 저 다리 잠을 들면 함께했던 푸른빛이 사라져 새벽은 지나가고 저 다리 잠이 들면 함께했던 푸른빛이
The words of Tae-hyung's interview highlight even more how the protagonist of the song is, most likely, Tae-hyung himself. The chosen title, A Pair of Colors, and the images present throughout the lyrics refer to an idea of simplicity, which, however, as we have seen, is only apparent. The emotions and sensations that are evoked touch us deeply because they do not only belong to the singer, but also to all of us who, in different moments and places, have lived at least once in our life. Conclusion. I wrote Blue and Grey when I was at my lowest point, when I was actually asking whether I could keep going with my work or not. Even the fun parts of work became a chore, and my whole life felt aimless. Where do I go from here? I can't even see the end of the tunnel. Those kinds of thoughts hit me hard. I was having a really tough time and thinking, what's waiting for me at the end? It's important to be successful, but I'm also trying to be happy, so how come I'm not happy right now? That's when I started to write Blue and Grey. The previous statement, released by Tae-hyung, is an example of the state of mind that led him to write Blue and Grey. It is so strange to read how even a world-renowned artist who has achieved extraordinary success and who can boast millions of fans around the world can see his life aimless, a tunnel whose end he cannot see. These are aspects so typical of ordinary people that they would not seem to be part of the emotional sphere of idols, but it is not like that, and Tae-hyung has clearly illustrated this. Not only that, the South Korean singer says that sometimes, as we have already seen in Louder Than Booms, when people are down in the dumps, there is no need to simply urge them to rejoice. What they really need is someone who can talk to them, ask them what's wrong, stay close to them. This is by no means taken for granted. In the frenetic society in which we live, we are inclined to ignore those around us and to liquidate even the smallest requests with hasty words. Rather than just some stranger telling them to cheer up, I think it's better to say something like, "You seem depressed lately," or "Seems like these days it's tough for you to perk up." Blue and Grey is the same. You're depressed lately? Me too. We're in the same boat. Wanna talk about how you're feeling? You wanna feel better, right? I know, but sometimes it feels like you're being washed away by a whirlpool of stress. I want the listeners to hear me saying that to them. In light of all this, a fundamental point must be firmly reiterated. Blue and Grey should not be seen as a pessimistic song, which denies the presence of escape routes from feelings such as pain or inner discomfort. On the contrary, by reporting his own experience, Tae-hyung shows how we must move forward, because a more peaceful future is around the corner and it will not be long in coming. The joys, the pains, the fears, the insecurities, it is inevitable that they will come back again. But this should not overwhelm us, on the contrary. Perhaps this is what drives us to live with greater tenacity. Let's remember that maybe that's why I've been living so fiercely in verse 1, and to see that grey and blue that have dominated our days as the springboard to a new life. A new beginning, which BTS will also enjoy. Not alone though. They will also have their listeners, their you who will always be at their side and on whom they can count to seek comfort. A you called ARMY. It doesn't end here. I wish we were back with ARMY, laughing together. I hope we'll all be happy in the future and keep on doing our own best, cherishing our hope for our happy future. That's all for now. This video marks the conclusion of my personal analysis of Blue and Grey, but please look forward to my next ones. Before you leave, let me say a big thank you for watching my video. See you soon, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe.